Gixxer. We outside with a Gixxer and a random, I don't know, what do you call this again? Like a, what do you call it? I forget. Anyways, welcome back to the videos. Welcome back, YouTube. What up? Okay, here it is. I kind of have the bike torn apart a little bit. Chilling on the side of the road or in this parking lot area type deal. Dead end. Anyway, it's a super straightforward installation. If you've ever worked on, like, I don't know, anything automotive even, or serviced your intake filter on your bike, then this will be right up your alley. All you got to do is take off the tank. My advice is have the tank as empty as possible, or do this install after riding for a while so that the tank is a little bit lighter. And then take off your intake box, your air filter, intake air filter box, take that off, and then you'll get to your injectors. And then, well, I mean, this is for the Gixxers, so, and then you'll have your injectors, and there's a harness that comes with the kit. You got to plug that into the injectors, and then plug your, basically it's a harness that goes in between your injectors and your OEM injector harness. And then there's a fifth plug, and then that's going to run to the side. And then there's another harness, I believe. I can't remember if it's 3 harnesses or just 2. I thought it was at least 3. I think so. Anyway, and then you have to connect it again, run it down here, and connect it to the module type deal. Here's the module, and the module has power and a ground. Annitori recommends just put the ground onto the battery and then put your power to the starter relay. I believe it's the starter relay. It sits right underneath the fairing right here, underneath the seat. Wired it up into there. Annitori recommends that because then the quick shifter is not always on. If you have it connected to your starter relay, it only comes on when the key is on. So, but yeah, this is the module, and it also comes with a little what would you call this? Just like well, you know what I mean. You hoop it back into it. I can't even think of the name right now. Anyway, basically, if the module or the quick shifter or the sensor, whatever, if it's not working and you can't shift, then you plug this into the harness, and then it just cancels it out, and then it's just a regular non-quick shifter bike. So at least that way you can get it home if it malfunctions while you're out on the road. But yeah, here's your sensor. Yeah, I believe it's 3 harnesses. One for the injectors, one for the, I mean, of course there's a couple harnesses coming off of or wiring harnesses coming off of the module, and then one more for the sensor or the actual quick shifter right here. But yeah, pretty simple. Pretty straightforward install. I would recommend. The part that got me was actually installing the sensor. My recommendation is taking one side actually off. Then it's a lot easier because this is, I forget which one, but one is normal thread and one is reverse thread. So if you leave it on, it's, you're threading this side on and then this side is unthreading. So it's like, anyway, just take this bolt off and then it's going to be super easy. And what else? Oh yeah, you get an app with it. I forgot my phone at home, so I don't have my phone here with me, but I would show you the app, but you can look it up yourself. But anyway, it does come with an app where you can tune it. Yeah, there's a bunch of settings in that app. I mean, not like a bunch, there's a few, not like an overwhelmingly amount. But yeah, you can tune it to however you want. I just left it on the factory settings because it comes pretty dang good out of the box. So I have not really messed with the settings a whole lot. But yeah, that is it. That's all there's to it. Pretty straightforward install. I know there's not a whole lot to see because the tank is still on. I was hoping y'all could see more with the seat off, but you can only see the battery and the module with the rear seat cowl off. But yeah, That's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward. Anyways, that is pretty much to it. I have gotten a couple of DMs on my Instagram asking for what all I have done to the bike, or what all is done to the bike. So I think there has been a few things that I've done since the last update. So just a quick run through: driven racing, mirror block-off plates, LED headlight, and daytime running lights. And then we've got, what else we got? We got a Amazon radiator guard. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. We've got Pirelli Corsas on the front. I know I have chicken strips, thank you. And what else? We got a different Domino grips, some type of, I think these are Vortex bar ends. And what else? Puig windscreen, TWM gas cap, Puig tank protector, Vortex frame sliders, rectifier relocation kit, GB Racing engine covers, Core Moto brake lines. We have Annitori quick shifter, of course. We have some sort of a chain. Can't remember the name. Driven racing rear sprocket nuts. Here's the beautiful Core Moto brake lines. TST Industry diaper delete kit. I have gotten a few DMs about that. That's also a common question. M4 slip-on exhaust, and GB Racing rear spools. What else? Pretty basic. I think it's a K&N intake filter. Oh yes, of course, the carbon fiber gas tank covers. And then what else? Oh, it's been tuned. I don't know by who. I have tried. I asked the previous owner, but he doesn't know because the guy that he bought it from doesn't know either. So I am maybe the fourth owner of this bike. I'm not sure. Pretty dang clean for 4 owners, not gonna lie. What else? That's basically it. Not much to it. I don't know. It looks pretty stock, but there is a few things done to it. But yeah, that's a quick rundown of the bike and the mods. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I gotta post more white YouTube videos because I'm slacking. It's not bad. Bro, that is loud. Kind of scared me the first time. But yeah, peace. Subscribe if you like the bike and if you like Gixxers. Yeah, good bikes. See ya.